How do these players and teams operate compared to what they may be used to?
And we all know what that sound means. It's time to get this semi-final started. On one side, you got Astralis, Sweden toe, new look international roster. On the other, Aurora trying to break the playoff curse. We're going to start things off here on Nuke. Stockholm, are you with us? I like that. I like y'all. Let's get into this.
Nubis removed from the map pool. Astralis refusing to give Aurora their home ground. Taking it to ex-Danish turf of Nuke here. This pistol round coming in quick. Top hit, util lands, and they storm out the door. Wicadia's Julies take the kills.
Oh, really a fantastic way for him to get going. He played a big part in this series yesterday, did Wicadia. Oh, and he's going to round it out with 4. Those dual Berettas sing. The A-side pop stopped. It's a pistol round to open things up for Aurora.
Yesterday it was Antares. Today it's Wicadia. 4K on the pistol, on the Julies. Very good sign for Aurora to kick off.
And yesterday Astralis won all 4 of their pistols. I mean, here they're just doing a sort of A pop, but that's where the stack is, and unfortunately, and they just can't take any space, get the bomb down, get into the bomb site to give themselves a chance. So good start for Aurora, Glock Eco for the side of Astralis with that one Deagle on Ryu.
Shocking enough that they won all their pistols, because in stage 2, yes, caveat of online, this is a team that struggled massively in pistol rounds, lost far more than they won.
I think there's been this feeling from a lot of the teams, excited to be back on LAN, playing in front of a crowd and all. It's the way CS was meant to be experienced. So now, you got that conversion locked and loaded, ready to go. 2-0 lead for Aurora, as good as done. Keeping a close eye on a couple of names in the Aurora jerseys. I'm liking the strong start from Wicadia. I've also been noticed they've been trying to kind of, play with the crowd a little bit more, doing some of the kind of hype up signs and stuff like that. It's been good to see, because it's a team that have struggled in arenas.
99, unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, in arenas, I think it's more so just, again, the frustrations. They just come through a lot. And in playoff Counter-Strike, it's not just the environment, the arena, the crowd and everything. It's just that the Counter-Strike changes a little bit too, right? And if you get stressed, if your communication isn't on point, like, you're going to get punished for it so much more in this environment than you would in a, let's say, group stage game.
All right, first gun round now for Astralis. A bit of yard util to lob in. It's nothing pacey to open up.
Looks like they're going back towards that top pop, though. Plenty of util being set up towards the A site. Can't come through main. Got that third smoke to allow a lurk. It's going to keep Aurora's eyes on. Woxic's AWP in the first gun round watches this side of the smoke, and Astralis cross behind red. They're taking their time.
I think they're going to fake A and try to get 2 players down secret.
Dry. Woxic's got to rotate if that's going to work, and the util's pulled in perfectly. There's no one outside, there's no one watching. The bomb makes it down.
Oh, I don't know if Zantares hear this in the end. They're going down, but...
Oh, vent rotate, scary. Wicadia. First on the chopping block here, tries to take position down at lower, stays alive for a moment. They lose Antares in the meantime out at the top site.
Full rotate.
Options still open here for Astralis, right? Far from committed to the lower take. Might just be able to dodge the stack altogether, and with an opening kill on Antares in at upper, red carpet's been rolled out, they're moving in.
Oh, hook, line, and sinker. Aurora plummet to that B bomb site off of ramp, and they have nobody home.
You got Chad.
Nothing cool.
You have to yell it every time, Harry. Every time he gets into an empty bomb site, that's the rules. I don't make him, I just follow him.
It was a beautiful call, and they got everything they wanted out of it. You were dead on, the secret cross doing it dry, no smokes out in the yard, just a fake on A to take eyeballs out of it.
And Wicadia, that's a crazy drop-down vent, right? I think Zantares must have heard something. Wicadia goes down, they do a lot of damage, and then they force him into single door. It provides the perfect path for Astralis to get that top site. 9 alive rounds, Stockholm's not a fan. But it does mean Astralis get on the board.
It's okay, guys. It's just the first date, you know? You're feeling things out, right? You're getting to know each other. It's gonna get more exciting, trust me.
Honeymoon is on the horizon. Things move quick.
Of course, Hugo is already thinking about the honeymoon after the first date.
Got to lock it down, Yako.
It's worth it. You put a ring on it. Here we are.
That, silver lining for Aurora is the fact they only lost one player, right? So they still have everything in this round. For Astralis, they have to do it all over again now.
A bit of speed. What a pace change.
Still in the process of kind of backing up here on the line with the AWP, but it doesn't matter because the rifles will provide. Wicadia been able to nab an AK after the double, dodges the spam out the door, and then Woxic gets set up back in heaven. It's a very convincing turn to form for Aurora in this follow-up round.
Last round was Giga Chad. What's this?
We don't talk about these ones. Oh, but I mean, you can see these fast rounds. A lot of it depends on that first fight. Like, if Stair is able to win that first fight against the Antares in Mini, like, it changes the whole complexity of the round. You know, Fozy got to Secret without anyone noticing. I don't think the call was bad, just couldn't really connect on those kills. And then Wicadia with the double shuts it down. See if Hooksy can get anything going. No, he can't.
It's a perfect round for Aurora. 5 alive after saving 4. They are building money early in the game. And they're shutting out Astralis while they do. We got one more full buy from the Danish core before things get difficult.
Nothing but a promising sign, man, that Wicadia is starting so strong. I still feel like we have yet to fully see Xantares online in these playoffs. Going to be keeping a watchful eye on Woxic too. He's had this AWP for a little while now, got to put it to work in that last round with a double. He was paramount in their win in the quarterfinals.
Dust 2's up next.
Scrap again out in the yard. Wicadia's even found an entry from Yabi out through the door into this top site. Magic just walks on out, collects that trade. Things stay even. Chance to cross in a secret for Astralis. They've also got Stair floating around in the garage, so options are available here in the 3-on-3.
Even on numbers, but not even on position. Astralis able to wrap around the world. Aurora need to find information, so they take lobby back. Soulfly goes B, and Aurora reclaims something here on the map. From where Astralis aren't, they can figure out where they might be. But the bomb commitment, far from it. Hooksy searching that lower site. Even that smoke might be tempting just across hell. Woxic combat AWPing. Astralis, they think better of it, regrouping entirely to check out what might be the more difficult site of 2.
Yeah, Madge has just moved down here, right? Linking up with Soulfly. So going into this 2-man stack in at lower. 15 seconds, no time to change your mind. You've just got to scrap your way through. They open on Imagia. Soulfly can't hold on. Woxic will arrive on rotation. And play it out towards the single door. Fousey dead. Woxic left into this clutch. Stair very, very low. The AWP's a little overkill. Woxic leaves it to the swing, and Stair puts him down. Clutch denied for the Southpaw as Astralis cling on in that round.
All of the kills for Steph, 4 frags in the round. The key kill on Magia out B and then trades his teammate as well. Very confident in the last fight. Happy to run down Woxic. It's what you want to see from Steph.
Honestly, it does kind of check out Astralis to the Stars, Star Trek fans. They cling on.
They cling on.
Yeah. But really important, right, to avoid that reset. You can see how hyped up they are. Rugga actually takes the timeout because obviously one player only left alive. Their money still isn't amazing. Actually, Aurora has a much better buy than Astralis does in this round. So you have to figure something out. It's good for them that the slower round also worked because no matter how much Hooksy likes and is actually good at those momentum changers, fast-paced rounds, Like, you really need to be able to slow it down as well and manipulate the rotations, especially on a map like Nuke. And Yabi, I think his one kill was also really, really important in that previous round, just to create some chaos, forced Voxic to jump down into the bomb side.
We're still in that kind of moment of like wrestling for control of the early game, but this should be the round that kind of tees you up to take a bit of control here on Nuke. Both teams at the end of their money.
Always want to go further if you're Woxic in this position. It's just not wise to. Smoke's down outside. Astralis throw Molly in secret as well. Xantara has a lot to do in this position. There's 4 players here. They're going to have to take something. Ryu walks right into it. So easy opener here. Traded by HooXi through the smoke. That's twice now Xantara's has been smoke spammed out. Woxic beckons them in.
Wicadia is also playing the smoke fade indoors, so he'll get a lot of information.
Ooh, all the way through into lobby. Woxic's also getting aggressive at the same moment and creeps out, gets away with the double. No business surviving there.
Saw him.
They were supposed to have him dead to rights. Chance here on a Wicadia. You've dealt with one piece of the aggression at least. Now we're going to try and link up quickly for the top site hit. One man here waiting at the back of the site, it's Madja. Doesn't want to overplay his hand and give away back into this for Astralis. Woxic's got to be careful as well. The vent drop is open. Madja tries to make a move, dead in the heart. Astralis claw their way back in. It's a 2v2 now.
Dangerous part, but they know Woxic's stuck lower. Coming up the vent is surely a death sentence. Can he really find the flying shot?
Watch this.
It would be a very Woxic way to go about this.
Teammate might just clear the position so he can make safe passage, or does he set Soulfly up instead? Rifle clearing the position. Didn't check to his right. Someone pulls it. It is. Double check for Soulfly. HooXi stuck alone.
Captain gonna have to step up here for Astralis. Battled into this one on the back foot throughout. Does HooXi have it in him? There's the lineup.
Disaster. Avert your eyes. Nobody's looking.
Crisis now for Aurora as that one gets away from them. HooXi able to deliver a 1v2 and it's an instant timeout back the other way.
Oh my, he hits this only for Soulfly to barely clear the position, and still they can't clutch the round. What's Soulfly looking at there? Staring into the wall. Dazed and confused here.
Just a little bit of a communication breakdown. I guess they lost track of where HooXi could be. Soulfly thought maybe he went into hut. Or I'm not exactly sure, but that was way easier for HooXi than it was supposed to be. Yabi will be thankful for that one. Had a bit of an Oki Momo next to that vent.
Yeah, I felt like a couple of nerves shining through for Soulfly.
Surprising to see, considering, you know, he definitely got his experience in yesterday with those streaks, winning his first playoff game of a top tournament, taking down Legacy, who mounted a big comeback. Aurora dodged the choke. There was progress there in a sense.
Something you don't see every day. Woxic trying to set up Madja with a boost out in the yard. It's a dink put down range.
HooXi stifled to start this game. 0-5 and dinked in this round. Those pistols are going to be lethal. Woxic was kind of hoping Madja would die there because he's got P2K armor ready to take that rifle.
Yeah, Madja, I'll boost you out in the yard. Go for it.
Ulterior motive.
Hey, he was the highest rated player yesterday.
Yeah, it's true. Madja was lights out. Ooh, here he goes again.
Woxic, I found you an AWP. You got to fight for it.
Yeah, you just got to deal with Stare. That's the guns on lock out in the yard. Stare even doubling up in his position. Ramp play in the downtime. They've prepped under Soulfly, who can't turn it into any more than just that one.
Oh, dude, these are the tilt rounds for Xantara's, though. We saw his frustration after losing that 2v1 in the last, and right there, Soulfly lets a player out ramp, but it kills him. Maybe some will forgive and forget, but we know Xantara's can definitely get emotional in these moments. It's not what Aurora need right now. Astralis surging ahead. We can buy for Madja, no AWP on Woxic. This could get out of control pretty quickly.
maybe something a little bit faster here as you're moving very quickly into the ramp side. Soulfly gets out with his and actually hangs around here just for a moment. We'll eventually think better of it. Help is a long way away. That puts the pressure on with this cross in a secret and even gets away with some damage on his Antares back in main, a lot of it. It's aggression from Magia. Concede that advantage. So now Astralis going to slow it down in the 4v4. They've got ramp, they've got secret, and they've regained control over the lobby. They've got a lot of space on the map right now.
Feels like a fight not worth taking for Magic. You just sit in the heart. That's not the gun for the range there that Ryu gives him. In a 5v4 no less, Aurora dropping the ball. Xantar is very low on this top site, and the lurk is coming in. And Yabi hears that.
No.
Open runway.
Ahead.
Backstab right there.
One more.
Didn't spot Xantares, gets out with a kill at low HP, but Heaven Flank will close in on him. And a powerful post plant here bestowed upon Yabi. He's the guy they're going to try and set up to win this.
Not again.
Oh no.
On the ladder
He's
and
gonna get
climbing up.
timed.
Two players about to try and face him here. Oh, caught off from the spawn. That's an important pickup for Soulfly.
Going quick.
Only Ryu left. Flash out, turns for it. Dink put down range, and Wicadia will finish the job. One of these nail-biting clutches secured for Aurora. These have been the tilting rounds that have gotten away from them, but this one ties up the game.
We're seeing some shaky individual moments right now from both teams. Ryu getting lost there, couldn't get back into the hut in time. I feel like he had the window. Some of these Soulfly moments.
Also, Xantares, you feel like, how does he even get the one in that scenario, right? Ended up being the difference maker, perhaps in the end. Yabi also in these two clutches, not the best play.
Also, in both moments where Astralis are in position to break Aurora, they go for fast rounds. They've now been punished both times. They slow it down, doesn't look like it. Quick behind the secret smokes. No secret for Xantares. Flashes fall in his face, and they won't break. That bullet will. One tap to Hooksy through the shot.
They're coming fast.
Oh, right in. Woxic not able to plug the gap, and this opens up the lower plate. Another one of these pacey rounds out of Astralis. They're a man down here, securing the site. Molly forces back the ramp players and gives you the window to get this bomb down.
This is exactly the sort of a round that Aurora fails to secure on land because of miscommunication, taking too much time, fumbling rounds. They have to be able to win these 4v3s.
Got one smoke, they got a kit.
Yeah, re-smoked over on the left-hand side of ramp. It only leaves them with this one avenue to try and come in from. And it is taking a while to pull this retake together. Now they've lost that advantage. Soulfly first man in, it fed to that AWP. Wicadia taking a long time to get activated. A very long time indeed. And this one's written off. Aurora head out of there. Astralis pull it off. A man down as they get that bomb planted.
And Fuzi's first two kills of the game as well. Second one being hyper important to stop that first player out B.
It's the details, right? Like, it all starts kind of with Woxic too. Like, why is he pushing into the bomb site, right? If you don't have, no one has information how many people are through. Hooksy dies, he's not the outside player, so that's giving you probably a sign that there's multiple players going for that sort of a play. You can just, if he held the more passive angle, got the one kill, stayed alive, right? It's a different story. After that, they have the smoke for ramp. 3 out of the 4 players are coming from ramp, and it's hard to get out of that one small choke point with an AWP holding you. Wicadia is waiting for a lurker that just wasn't there in this round and has to go late down vents. Without ramp players doing anything, he's not going to be able to walk down, and they're forced to save such a cheaply sort of given round, considering they had a 5v4 and they had pretty decent information, or they could have made a reasonable guess about what was going on. Right, but it's like, because it's on the stage and it's the semi-final, and it's like either someone isn't communicating it, or Woxic isn't hearing it, right?
Yeah.
Because like shouldn't make that play where you're trying to go. Also, where are you going?
Yeah,
like, with the AWP, like, what's the position you're trying to? Right, but then now they don't have money again. Like, they have to eco, they have the 1 AK on Xantares, a couple of upgraded pistols. Like, it's winnable, but not where you want to be.
Hot bust as well. Xantares outside.
Oh, it's that lapse in communication or whatever that may well be the defining round of this half. Nice way to open for Madra, at least gets his 1-for-1. Play through the smoke in main, and a backstab catches Xantares. That gun never gets to fire. Woxic can't stop him.
He runs into Wicadia and isn't able to even take the fight properly.
Some of these deaths are tilting. You got to give it to Xantares right now. Can Aurora hold their nerve? Astralis piecing together a clean anti-eco. And again, no AWP for Woxic. He has been the, well, him and Wicadia, the defining pieces of the CT side so far for Aurora.
Back to the yard smokes, and Aurora have had a real issue of reeling in this position. Tara's with a bit more of an active stance out towards red. But a boost up. Fuzi might just get given one for free. Great catch on Xantares. 5v4 now, you can just ease back into it. They've got the position they want. Stair has loved getting across in a secret. Wicadia goes looking for it. Missed timing from the Fuzi. Oh, but catches him for the jump on the grasp of that AK. Woxic boost will prevail, and that double keeps Aurora in the conversation.
We're just running around at this point. Woxic's boxed in. Can he escape? That molly might buy a bit of room. Hooksy's going to go through. Nothing to lose but the bomb at Woxic's feet. 1 on 3. Fuzi's done great work outside, only to be left in a seemingly unwinnable position. Woxic has no support right now. Fuzi can get this body shot off.
A shot from the Deagle would do it. Oh, and there it is. Backstab closes in on Fuzi's position, looking to stop this clutch in its tracks.
That was a ballsy push from Wicadia. I mean, in the middle of outside, finds Stair, saved the round for his team, really. I mean, in that 4v5, to get all that information, even though he dies, Woxic, like, that's a nasty angle.
Yeah. Jump off the boost as well. Can't get enough, and so what could have been a strong 8-round half for Astralis is now left to just a couple of rifles storming into heart again. Magical once more. Yabby knows what he's up to, and he delivers a double kill. Soulfly again, just looking lost in this game. 2v3 here. Astralis have control.
Tara's trying to keep the pressure on back in lobby. Woxic's gone for the full reposition. And here, back in main, it's Yabby right around the corner. Woxic not able to get a shot off in time, and so it's just Xantares. Yabby on for the ace. It gets denied, but surely his work in the round is done. Astralis stand here about to grab a 7th, win out this T-side. And Xantares just simply doesn't have the time for this clutch. Astralis pull up, and with a couple of breakthrough rounds in critical moments, see themselves through to a winning T-side. Astralis' pick of Nuke off to a flying start, 7-5 up after winning things out on the T side. For Aurora, they've been helped by the success in the pistol to get this one going, struggling to streak together rifle rounds, losing out in a couple of key clutch moments as well. Went on to really define the half, strapped for cash. It quickly got away from them. They've now got to dig deep as a tall task rests in front of them. Astralis moving over to the CT side of things, and Aurora in need once again of success in the pistol.
This is like a pug pistol. 3 silo dropping quick. Stare does get gooshed. That's going to give breathing room here for this T side, but it's still worth taking some shots on low health on the headshot angle. Stare getting toyed with. Soulfire and Wicadia both finding entries, and yeah, nothing done from this garage position. A lot of whiff shots here for Astralis. Ooh. Should find a pistol. Ryu taking one, but A is conceded, and Hooksy's gone. Aurora continue on their pistols. Astralis on their woes.
Yeah, Yabi was actually in a good position. I don't think they expected him after Stair was taking that fight from CT Blue, but just insta gets pushed and killed, not able to get anything done. So some nice shots from Aurora once more on the pistol. Much needed considering the scoreline. Astralis did a great job. I mean, not just losing pistol, but they got reset early, down 3-1, so able to go to 7-5 after that. Pretty impressive. And you could see some of the issues for Aurora in terms of the communication, right? We heard Soulfly talk about it in the interview. Sometimes he just has to focus so much. That's unlucky.
Got a knife.
Has to focus so much on what his teammates are telling him and everything that it's hard to keep track of everything that's going on.
One radio. One out contact. One radio, I'm gonna kill him, so.
I mean, we certainly felt that at stages from the first half. It's a full eco for Astralis, so this one shouldn't get too exciting. Just a chance to tie up the game for Aurora. They've got all the space. They are going into these 3 pistols. They're worried if they lose this opening kill. Ooh, Wicadia swung on. Pistols clamped down out in the yard, and Xantares here meant to reel them in. Ryu scavenges a rifle, ready for the swing. Oh God, it's a full pistol round. Ryu leaves it to the taps. Madge is able to stop him, and crisis averted. Aurora, it's not comfortable. It's way too close. They still tie up this game.
Nice reset for Madge. He was the lobby guy throwing util, so that was a call for Astralis. It's Madge who goes back around the world. That's why Ryu doesn't expect him in that position. Got a bit scary when Xantares goes for the 3rd kill on his own. The aim punch delivers Aurora the round. at quite the cost.
That's about as comfortable as a middle seat on a low-cost airline.
Oof. Strap in for a long flight. Two AKs, three AKs rather, for T-side. Gotta make do with it. Ramp bust into Ryu. Does he want to die for this?
Still just jostling for the space. Gets the spot on the pixel angle and just promptly gets out of there. Fuzi is nearby. Does he want to fight for this out from hell? There's the spot, but damage soaked up, so you've got the ramp control here, and Aurora might just set their sights on the fast B play. Ryu already down here. They're ready for him on that swing. Hoopsy now tries to take up position, but can't put a stop to this quick B hit with Magic catching another. This one should get written off straight away for Astralis. They're in no position to give it a go with a fleet of opening kills coming through out of Aurora in seconds. Rounds decided. And you know what that means, Stockholm?
Oh, they know. All too familiar. For the first time, Aurora matching back-to-back-to-back rounds. The only streak they found was converting the pistol in the first half.
Is Aurora the tax man? Because they took a little bit more than half of what Astralis had in that round.
Yeah. No, they very much... I'm trying to make it serious.
Scandic team.
Yeah, it's fair.
It checks out. A problem is here, you know, like with Ryu, he's doing a good job of falling back, not giving his life away. But then in the end, when he does peek, over-peaks the angle, exposes himself to multiple players, just insta-dies. Hooks isn't really able to do much from that decon area. And, you know, the Aurora swarms the site, have to save from that point on. And it's a half buy. The two save them fours.
That kind of crazy position from Stair. Puts himself out on an island up here on top garage. Wants the round to be all about him, and now it has to be. Gabby spammed out right at the start. They went looking for the gun.
It's gone wrong. Just smoke.
They're in garage. At least you know about Xantares. You have to sacrifice the rifle. Oh, he'll just take it off you instead. So they've got full yard, 5v1, no worries. Get the spot on Ryu, get a move on.
Help.
Instead, they're just going to swing him together. Scrapping their way to the win in these rounds are Aurora.
From 1 surviving to 5 surviving certainly makes things easier on the T side. It's Ruggle with a timeout before Astralis get going, and they've got to get going quick.
CT side, when you're in the hole like this, things can get away from you very, very quickly.
It's been a struggle for Astralis. I mean, so far on the map, they only have 5 opening kills. So a lot of these rounds they had to play from behind. Albeit this is a different buy compared to the last one. There's an op-out on Fuzi. You have all the utility available for you. I'm interested to see what major is going to fall, because the first gun round he was able to just sort of contact out ramp and go down B. So do they play a slow default round where they utilize outside, or does he maybe want to get ahead of it and do something poppy, try to catch Astralis off guard? I know that face.
Disappointment.
Had it many a time.
Smokes go down. It's feeling like a slower round, but 2 radio. The third joins them. Destination set here for Aurora. Second wall of smokes. Confirmed by Stair. With no one selling this fake properly, as that molly fades, they're going to have full info outside. Still only 1 man on ramp, but with the AWP in position, it's the gun for the job. Do they want A after all? Re-smoke. Well timed. Astralis' block util has been decent in this first half.
Problem is both Stair and Rio are committed to their positions. Okay, now Stair is checking it, and someone should go and try to support A. Will they get there before the execute comes in from Aurora? That's the question.
Oh, flank. One more molly to stop this rush. Oh, dear.
Oh, going to catch them lining up util. Stair, the thorn in their side, and now you're very ready. You're braced for this A play. Xantares won't be able to save Aurora from that stack. Clean finish out of Astralis, piecing it together in time. And even more than that, Stair able to catch them before the plan comes to fruition.
I mean, it all happened so fast. What do you think about the call to commit there, even when you've realized you're perhaps walking into the stack, the util's gone in?
I think you're spot on, Hugo, right? If you're going to lie, you have to commit to it. And Major didn't really commit to that lie. He was trying to sell Astralis, you know, they're working outside. Stair being in secret had all the information early, and yeah, it's so and so, like you can either just stick to the execute and hope for the best. The only other thing they could have done is fake the execute and go on ramp, and Fuzi was there, but the op wouldn't have been a big difference. I think they were booked as soon as Stair makes that info play.
Well, he's back at it again. How about round two? Stair has just been all over secret in this game.
It's quiet. Maybe too quiet. Looking for the wrap here. Xantares does drop in. I don't know if they would have heard that there unless the secret player got that info. Soulfly does clear up the back garage player, so deep control already taken by Xantares. This just primes the A play perfectly. They might get more in store. Wicadia double kill on the horizon. Can't get the second, but look at Heaven. Wait, bomb. They've forgotten bomb in all of this.
Oh no.
You have the A site, you have Heaven control, you don't even have your spawn. I just got to go all the way back.
I mean, it's a pushback for the bomb that's fraught with peril. You know they took lobby away. You're slowing down a lot here. You're worried that Astralis could still be floating around out here and have discovered the bomb. Magic
needs to go back to main, right? Going lobby here is crazy. You risk the entire round on your engagement.
There's not a lot of time, though. Maybe he can lurk if they start putting pressure from main.
To get this kill, Maja will collect it. Bomb now spotted and everyone else is wiped out. This one's going to get away from Aurora. Time's so low. Maja, decision here. Does he want to drop the vents? Caught in a fight on Fuzi. He wants to go for the killing blow here and now. Has to commit to a plant. Has to try and force the fight. That was the chance and it's gotten away from him. Time runs out. Fuzi collects a tie game.
Yeah, first save that won't be booed in this game is Fuzi running away with a round.
He might not be having a live game today, but still got that big brain. Outsmarts Major in the 1v1, and that's going to be crushing for Aurora. I mean, that's exactly the sort of a round that's a tilter. Right, you have all the advantages, and Taris is in heaven with 1 minute 10 left in the round, but the bomb is left behind. Major's sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Does he go back? Does he wait for his team to try and make a play, and just can't get it done?
Not a single one of his teammates got any kills coming up through main in heaven, though. That's a shocking part, right? You still feel like Aurora are good for a frag there. Surprised to see Major take that gunfight, go for the 1v1 rather than drop vent. He definitely had time, 15 seconds.
His fight was meant to be the most uncertain of the round.
Wait, what? He killed the second... I didn't see the Stair killing the second guy. Just killed someone in the back, like, accidentally? That was crazy.
Astralis will take it one way or the other.
Oh, now you're near breaking point. To think that a couple of times now, these dreaded, like, 4v3s that Aurora have struggled, they're the ones that are very much defining how this map is played. It's a tie game currently. But this one decides a hell of a lot. I mean, neither team is comfortable money-wise.
Who is these days?
Smokes in the yard again. This time there's no Stair to go about causing problems. He's just playing behind them.
Oh.
Try and sneak on past him. They'll make it into main. Stair with a backstab. Will the trade come through? That's the big question right now. Walk on the smoke, Stare shuts it down. And considering this was the round that breaks your money, if you can get through it flawlessly, Astralis leave themselves with a serious leg up right at the tail end of Nuke. Just been a menace out in the yard. Stare continuing to cause massive problems for Aurora.
Shocked he's ready for two there. It's one thing to catch the timing on the main player slipping the smoke, but to then be ready for a second.
Maybe it comes from prep, you know, maybe they know when Aurora goes for the safe play that it's two players there, but I mean, that's also just unlucky for Xantares. He actually gets into main, right? But there's no one there in his crosshair, right? Yabi is playing close. T-Van, the other player, I think, was either behind Silo or all the way up in heaven. So he can't get a kill on anyone. If he gets a kill, that probably buys enough time for Soulfly to trade Stare. And Xantares would die to Stare anyway. And maybe then Aurora has a way in into that A bomb site. But now they're going to have to go back to a half-buy.
A little ramp up. We'll get past the first man. Fuzi makes his way over on the AWP. A missed shot. These can cost you dearly up against the pistols. Able to get away. Hangs around for a fight here, but I'm looking at Xantares on this lurk. Not knowing about.
He's dead.
Let the AWP peel away. Xantares should have him in a box.
Should.
It's the spot off.
No.
It's a fight for Fuzi. And a kill that might have made all the difference. One that felt certain to come through for Xantares gets denied.
Stare, it's on rails, dude. Up secret every round, finding another impact kill. Wicadia slipped the gap there on Fuzi. And Woxic may have the bomb, but no Kevlar player in the window side. I think Yabi might have seen him, and look at the minimap. Everyone's moving, so he's ready for this finish. Astralis, one casualty against the Eco. Clean rounds now. Down the stretch, might just take them over the line on their map pick.
This would be a good timing for Astralis to maybe switch it up a little bit, do something aggressive. Maybe a double play on ramp with the AWP and the M4. Because Ryu has the best pawn for outside. He's the ramp player, so can't really do something outside. Like, why is he moving? Why is he checking that?
Pace here for Aurora at least. Crossing secret quick. Xantares does find his revenge finally. Will he live to tell the tale? Doesn't look like it. Back garage AWP is a problem. Aurora down secret with multiple players. Connie a lurking door, as is tradition. Ryu, does he know how deep they've got?
He makes his solo venture play. But at least Soulfly has provided a much-needed bit of levity here. Double mollies in at the round.
You're dead.
Fuzi, you're dead, mate. Burns alive.
That's a bit much.
Just a blanket of fire rolled out at the ramp side.
Hello?
Yabi converts on that kill. Opens up a way back in. Next fight gonna have to come down to Hooksy. Both players playing out towards double and single. So this one decides a hell of a lot. Soulfly not making it easy for him, not going to give this fight away. Yeah, he tries to keep pressure on, but they lose Hooksy in through the back, and Soulfly with an important multi-kill in this round. Gets that opener in towards B and seals the deal on it. It's a one-round game again.
Fuzi's just trying to finish the job. He saw that molly come down, and he runs into it for a pick. Like even if it goes 1 for 1, it's not necessary.
Wasn't the play, that one?
Head scratches for Rugger in this game. I'm watching the Fuzi POV. Aurora survived one more round. Astralis, by nature of clean anti-eco, have more money.
A bit surprised to see Astralis not put more focus outside in some of these rounds. That's been where Aurora was able to find some success.
Break on the smoke, miss shot. Fuzi can't dance his way out of this one.
What his day.
A 5v4. Okay, if you're Aurora, you're thinking, this one we have to win. They've let some unlikely rounds slip through their fingers in this map.
I think Stairs outside info once again is going to be the deciding factor here. Could just see a full A stack for Astralis off the back of that information. Re-clearing the ramp room, but gonna need help on this top side. Yabi's gone down.
Yeah, it still feels like there's some uncertainty in this round for Astralis. Good catch for Hooksy. Dinked on the push out, but he's got cover. Ryu there, keeps him in check. There's all this damage done on a Hooksy up at the top of the hut, and they will get past him. Stair spotted out in the yard. Yabi tries a heroic charge up through the vent, but can't secure a thing. Woxic with a big triple on the rifle.
I'm just not understanding Yabi's rotate down B. Stair clears all of outside. Yeah, there's timing down secret, but firstly, they can already be there. Surprised Astralis don't go for the full A stack. They didn't even have ramp room. What it could have been, what it shan't be, as Stair is hunt down.
This AWP is cursed.
Astralis have a very difficult decision to make. They could buy 3 rifles, but might just err on the side of caution here as the timeout comes in.
In a weird way, you almost find yourself wondering if that would have been beneficial for Astralis to have not had it so close in the retake. If they get out with saves, they've got a full buy here, no questions. I even like that Aurora go through the effort of hunting down that last man.
And it happened in both rounds, right? The round down B where Fuzi first dies in the Molotov, and now this round too. I mean, if they just saved 2 guns each time, they would have a pretty comfortable buy in this round. Instead, they're going to have to go on pistols and try to steal one away or fight for overtime.
Despite an 11-7 scoreline that Astralis pulled back, the 9-7 scoreline that Astralis pulled back, Aurora's still digging deep. Same case as yesterday when Legacy found a huge streak of rounds. We were ready to ride off Aurora. We were ready for another playoff choke. Question was, can they dig deeper? Right now, the answer's looking like yes. Has this team unlocked themselves from the shackles of the stage?
I mean, squads often talk about how some wins just feel very important, right, to kind of the inside of the team. And that one versus Legacy, I think you're dead on. I think it was an important win for Aurora, just to give themselves something to say, some kind of proof that they can dodge those games that start to get away from them. Hasn't been the case in playoffs for this Aurora squad. Job's not done. You've still got pistols, armor to break through in this round. Control over towards ramp and a hefty bit of it. That's a hell of a way to get the ball rolling for Astralis.
What's this on Xantares?
They spotted Major.
Very strong out here for Aurora.
They're coming back, hey.
Almost nobody home. Fuzi just got seen.
Everyone right now is trying to take this fight on Madja. They will secure the kill. A 5-on-3 here. Guns now retrieved. Trying to slow it down as well to get the util in, and no one cleared Yabi. He's going to get away with murder. Oh no! Aurora need to dig deep. 2 versus 5 required. Time real low, and it's a big problem. Cover got to be there for Wicadia. Can't stop him. Soulfly. Hell of a flick up for the first. But Quaking in his boots, they're closing in. Soulfly can't hold on. Astralis with pistols. Snatch that one away. They were never supposed to win that round.
This is a sloppy game full of mistakes, but full of incredible individual moments. This 1D for Yabi comes with complications. Backside not cleared. Punished our Aurora with no time to spare. And the nade pull to stop what could have just been the spray down here for Soulfly, a move he'll live to regret. Astralis on eco, find map point.
Just as we're praising Aurora for finding ways to stay in the game and be close to winning, they collapse against the pistols. No timeouts left either. They just have to figure it out on their own. They have to keep playing.
Fuzi finds his orb. There has been a series of missed shots for Fuzi in the CT side. One kill here in the right place could be extremely high impact. Nade on the smoke will do nothing. There's 2 walls down. He sees that, and with that, Astralis might want to rotate. Lobby getting taken, information gained. 0 lurkers in the lobby. It's Madra up top. As Aurora shift down lower, Astralis need to pick positions, and they need to do it fast. Decisive move in for 2 players. Fuzi committed dark, Stair plays above him. Aurora can execute from the window, but they've not got a lot of util. 0 smokes to block ramp. 1 Molotov is all they've got. Makes an execute very difficult in this position. It makes Astralis' chances of winning their map pick all the more likely.
Fuzi's the guy in position. The hometown hero on this AWP struggled in this series, but now has a big part to play. Crazy double out of Fuzi. And Aurora, they're cooked. They're split up here. Time's so low. There's no winning this. The resident Swede has just snatched it all away. No clutch for Magic. No chance. Astralis heads held high by the end of Nuke as they lock this one in and now move a step closer to those grand finals.
Pick, but just the manner, the fashion in which they lost the map doesn't give you a ton of confidence going into Dust 2.
Got to shake it off their back here on the second map of the series. It's a map Astralis have had it picked against them many, many times in the ESL Pro League since they last played back in Cluj. But I will remind you what happened in that game for playoff qualification. 10-2 up for Astralis off the CT side, and they lost the map in regulation. I don't know if that's a good or a bad sign right now. What we do know is they can show up in this first half. They might need to. Aurora trying to return to form. Forget about those last couple of rounds of Nuke. Fake out on the long side. Or Ryu bite.
Fuzi's presence out towards the car kind of ruins this fake to a degree. You haven't bought the rotates over. Yabi even going to stop the attempt at the B hit, and now it becomes clear to Astralis what the game plan was in this pistol.
Uh-oh.
You've got to change this one on the fly, and you've got to do it with very little to work with, using up pretty much all the utility in this round just to try and fake out that A side of the map. Got 1 smoke left on Wicadia, and so limited options in this pistol round.
They want to fight for it. 2v3 though. Pistols go through. Damage for Fuzi, but Wicadia doubles up on the high-low.
Been an absolute menace in both pistols for Aurora in this game thus far, right? The reason they've won them, 4K to open up Nuke, double kill in their T-side pistol. And here puts 3 to the good in Aurora's favor. Has Wicadia done enough?
Stead just checked his back. He's not going to be ready for this now. Woxic needs to buy time. Smoke is down. Stair moves through, and Woxic 1v1 to secure the round safely. He is going to find it. Stair's in the sight, but the time against him, and a flank right behind. There is no winning this position. Major just swings out and takes that pistol round. Aurora, who have had great pistols on and offline, continue.
And just this decision to fight for short in a 5v4, I don't know if the mid players were a bit late to come to the fight, but isn't the best of calls considering the man advantage, right? If you had the players from mid come in as well and then you were sort of crunching it, I could understand, but in the end ends up costing Astralis the round.
Oh my, they just late walked 5 players into lower, and Woxic didn't see this. He was lining up the smoke.
Centaurus again.
Oh, of course. Get ready for the death slam.
Oh, cover there by Nuke and feasting. And so, all right.
That was the lamest high five I've ever seen in my life. Come on. You can do better than that.
It's only Ecos. You high five him, he doesn't high five you. At least avoids any danger here in the second round.
I think it's why, like, the kind of useful barometer that I try and use for where Aurora's head's at is Wicadia and Woxic, right? Like, not uncommon to see Xantares look a little bit laser focused, let's say, or tilted at times. But it's those other two on this squad that so often kind of give you a bit of an insight as to where the mind's at. When they're getting tilted, that's when you know Aurora are in trouble.
But actually, in this round, you could see that Astralis didn't fight for long necessarily, but they don't have control. Now they're going to push lower, and Major is ready for this reaction. Exactly, gets the double kill, gets the punish, and that might just be the round.
Yeah, open B site, red carpet rolled out, and Aurora move in. Stairs going to try and plug the gap. They're a little bit slow getting out through the tunnels. Forced into the Molotov, and those smokes will fall in eventually. They've got B.
Yeah, this has to be a save, especially with the AWP on Fuzi. But, you know, Aurora managed to get long without committing too many players and resources, and you could see Xantares immediately fell back. Once they hear the smoke from Huxi to block, they know, all right, Astralis doesn't have this, they're not going to fight for it. And they've seen the reactions. Major is in position for the punish, and an easy first gun round for Aurora. The silver lining for Astralis are all these saved guns, so they'll be able to get something going in the next round.
Yeah, surely you're not ready for this. They are attempting the hunt. Flash will come in on the back of this peak. You've got the spot. Flash is good. One gun removed. Can you find any more? Are they content with just that? Going fishing at the end, trying to keep the pressure on so they can build this lead up even further.
Still a small victory. It will deny a rebuy here. Astralis just have to play with pistols on 3.
I wonder if Fuzi fired off a shot. Do they even know that he has an AWP? Maybe that's something that Astralis can use to their advantage. Raga with the timeout.
Just getting worried for Major there because he was talking a lot. Maybe worried he wouldn't be locked in on his crosshair there, but both lower kills wins the round from the captain. His form continues.
I wonder how they want to use this Fuzi AWP, because that short boost kind of coined by Astralis, and so if there was any team you were prepared for to do it, it's going to be them. Might have to try and go elsewhere on that AWP. It's aggression out towards mid. Plays it into lower tunnels. Aurora, meanwhile, look for long control. Flash in, net stare the first. Didn't see the play across to blue, only gets that info now and promptly gets away from it. Just looking to play the 5v4.
Cut and dry, but the orb still needs to be involved, and Fuzi's hanging around in dead space right now. Nothing happening in the middle. 4 players committed. As B gets cleared, that might free up Fuzi's rotation. The only way that Astralis are going to win this round is by having both guns in the right place, and Aurora are committing. Fuzi just in time.
He gets to arrive ahead of the execute. Nade even to break this smoke. Clean kill to open things up. That's Stare dead out on the site with the rifle. So now you're left looking at this Fuzi AWP. This is where he would have to get it done on his lonesome. Holds for the jump up. There's the spot for Woxic. Narrow margins around the smoke. You've had trouble versus the pistols already. Oh, and they're having more. 5-7 claws back another. Round is far from comfortable here. Smoke's up, but not for much longer. Yabby waits on the other side of it, and Huxi's been allowed to reposition on this AWP.
Are they going to hunt him? Surely not. 20 seconds, and Tara's moving in. Doesn't fall clear. They don't know.
Oh, just off screen. Xantares gets past the AWP. That was meant to be the big threat. This Yabby Deagle won't live up to the task. Shut down. An important round for Aurora.
What's also strange there is the CT smoke that Astralis threw sort of in front of the long smoke, right? It doesn't really do much to help them. They can't see because of the smoke from the T's. I think they would have been better off if they threw a smoke inside to make that run up more weird for the T's.
little man.
Nice try.
Half by, guys. Half by.
Yeah, good thing.
Can we stop tilting so much now?
Let's not take it.
Hooksy, voice of positivity and optimism.
Crazy.
Hashtag new Hooksy.
Don't tilt. Astralis full by now. Look to get in the game. Aurora, it's a good sign though to start this map off. 4-0 lead. Fuzi flashed off the angle. Bomb outside of B on Soulfly. Looks like an early B hit for Aurora, but do they have the mid to B? Xantara's going to go do it solo. Fading presence. Ryu in a strong position. Yabi baiting for him. Smoke could isolate here.
You need something big out of this B hold, or else it's just another one of these rounds where a couple of kills will decide it. 1-for-1 might not even be enough to keep you interested with rotates so far away, and they come not even close to accomplishing that. Damage done, sure, but it's a clean finish out of Aurora on the B hit.
There were some scary moments out of Soulfly in the last map, but I think one of the good things about this guy that we saw in Krakow especially was the B site on Dust 2, on both halves really, was a rock on CT, constantly finding value on the lurk here as well. Astralis, no one being allowed out by Xantara's. 2 more players at long.
And even just the way they've always been able to siphon a player from these saves has ramifications. You're not getting out with majority rifles here. You're not getting a chance to cobble together those buys to keep pressure applied to Aurora. I imagine there's a unique bit of frustration coming close and almost an eco around those saved guns, only to then have your rifle round torn away from you decisively.
One-sided game from Astralis over Spirit, starting to feel like a bit of an anomaly. This was a map that they've been punished on numerous times, picked into them here at Pro League.
And last time they played on Dust 2, these two teams, Astralis had a 10-2 CT side. It was T side that was the issue for them in that game at Cluj. So need to start putting some rounds on the board here fast.
High risk for Hooksy. Now position is strong. Soulfly has to make noise to get off that box. Fuzi not been able to get involved on this AWP just yet. B plays leaving him out of commission. Goes to support Hooksy at the long side. Soulfly is not playing though. Will not be getting out of his hidey hole anytime soon. Mid to be util laid up. Just what he wanted.
Yeah, cool in 2024 ready. He's just there being anti-Hooksy on that push. And a 5v4 now delivered. Stare. Oh, it's great damage. All alone in the sight hold as his teammates fall around him. Stare puts in great mileage. Will it be enough? Almost after the double. Maybe enough to keep Astralis interested, just to give this one a little glance. See if anything opens up. See if anything is presented to Yabi. Orb shuts him out of it. Wicadia continues his strong performance from the start of this semi-final. And Ryu even giving that 1v3 a look in. Feels like now it's out of desperation for Astralis, as this one is very quickly getting away from them.
Got the perfect reaction, right? All it took was a mid to be smoke and some util spam. And Hooksy pushes the long doors in a 5v5. Sure, it's late in the round, but that's the entire round for Aurora, forcing the reaction.
Honestly, I wonder if that was the whole call was to bait that reaction, because Soulfly is boosted. He isn't just waiting for it, like he's boosted up on the box, so really committed to that position.
Oh, a long scrap.
And Hooksy was doing a lot of that yesterday against Spirit, right? If they throw the mid to B smoke with 30-40 seconds left, like he's going to try and push out long.
Bringing spoke to Madra after the Legacy game where Art was doing similar things, even in advantages pushing long. Aurora were so ready for those aggressive moves. Madra's logic was, it's the last thing anyone should do, and so obviously Art's going to do it. This round going nowhere fast. Flank contained by Woxic's AWP. And Stair pushed off a cap of the Molotov. Oh, it was a late plant here, but Aurora get it done.
I think it's a great sign after such a close nuke, the fact that Aurora didn't just break down completely, but they actually managed to reset and bounce back stronger on their own map pick. Now 7-0 in the lead, and a lot of these rounds haven't really even been close. And I think the main reason for that is, for Aurora, it's been B or long, right? Like where they've had the most success and what they've been putting their focus on. And Astralis has struggled, obviously, in this game, but yesterday against Spirit, it was a different sort of a match where they were able to find a lot of openings on mid. They were sort of dictating the pace of the game. Here, they're constantly on the back foot, constantly losing control and being forced to react. They just haven't found ways back into some of these rounds.
I mean, if you're Aurora, you must be feeling pretty invincible on Dust 2 right now. You think about it, out of the last 20 rounds they've played on the map, it's all been wins. They had the 13-0 streak to, you know, pull off against Legacy. Now 7-0 up versus Astralis.
Woxic hasn't died.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fuzi's barely killed.
That's crazy.
Fight at long. Fuzi's throwing the flashes though. Woxic blinded. Hooksy gets close. Astralis can't do anything with this control. It's Aurora dictating the next move. Astralis playing again. Submerged. Double B. Lockdown on middle. No information. Long control only is so helpful at this point in the round, as Aurora gets to go anywhere else they please. Looks like they just want to walk out cat. And I'm worried that Fuzi's going to get so tunneled in on this long lurk that doesn't exist right now. Triple B, double car. Astralis hoping, praying for an answer. But I don't think one smoke is going to goad Aurora into falling for it.
Fuzi does have flashes to try and help Hooksy out here, but that relies on him not falling at the first hurdle. Short take comes in, and it's explosive at that. Gonna need Fuzi to lob these flashes over. They divert their attention looking for him. The flashes help out Hooksy. Burning alive now, but the kills all coming through for Astralis. About to break this streak that Aurora are on. Woxic, first death of the game there as Astralis clamp down on that A hit.
I love that Hooksy doesn't overcommit. So many players there, you see them swing out as the molly comes down. He just pulls back and lives.
Yeah. That was even the weaker side.
Yeah, only 2 players there.
I think maybe I figured out why teams do this now, where the op is holding long from corner in a 2A setup and the rifle is on slope. Because if it's a 4-1 and there's a lurker long, he plays so late that actually Opper can get a kill short, come back and hold long, and this guy still won't be out.
Yeah, true.
Because if you die to an op, and that was maybe the first contact, like you're thinking, all right, there's a guy holding his flank on long, and he's just gonna play retake.
Also, don't you feel like Goose and Ramp are just such strong positions in general? Like, sure, you can get mollied out, but you couldn't put an AWP there.
Oh. Come on, guys.
Had a
You
good
do
run.
better. All eyes are on you now. What's the score? Who's playing?
You know, we've been reliving the bucket head antics at EPL. Now you have Snake Man.
trying to think, like, which superhero is that? We don't have one.
Exactly, it's
Do we?
a gap in the market.
Yeah.
All right, sending over towards B. One in tow on Madja. Zantares and Wicadia work their way out through mid. Great timing on the backstab. Fuzi will at least secure an equalizer. Zantares is quick to try and react here. You've spotted a rotate. You've seen a player out towards the window, and you hear that AWP down in the spawn. Pressure on for Soulfly and Zantares. They're the two that are trying to open up this round right now. And Soulfly comes in. Perfect moment out towards long. Woxic's even dealt with Yabi in the downtime. It's only Fuzi to get past, and with a missed shot, his fate is sealed. Back to their winning ways. Aurora, a very dominant T side awaits them here.
You know, he might have called it a life game, but he's had a series of great matches coming into this season. Has Fuzi. Would love him to step up on the CT side and hit a few more. Of course, getting kind of blocked out of the first few rounds with these B hits, but gonna need him to perform if Astralis are going to have any hope here on this second map.
And that was a really cool round from Aurora, right? Like, they're faking a sort of a B execute slash mid to B split fairly early on. But Soulfly is long tunnels the entire time, again, potentially waiting to kill Hooksy if he tries to push behind. But also it's just a fake, right? So they're going up cat and they want to split A off the top of that. And you can see how completely unaware Astralis is about long and that Soulfly can be there so quickly. And once Fuzi misses that shot, he's stuck in a terrible place, can't really do much. That's a really hard shot to hit on them swinging cat. And Aurora bringing a lot of positive energy on Dust 2. So you could tell that was a special from Major, saved for a reset round. That's a Zantares special.
Yeah. Famed peak finds Fuzi. The AWP forcing itself to get involved.
All right, what's the third map?
Inferno.
Inferno. Yeah.
Wrap it up, Yankee.
Inferno Decider.
Yeah, they've delivered here, that's for sure.
We'll take those.
Again, Zantares just on the contact play out through short. Oh, this is brutal. Feels like the first time Astralis have even got to fire a shot in the round. And all it's done is secure you a path to save these guns. Very, very nice to see Zantares rising to the occasion as well, right? We said in the playoffs, hasn't really been about him, right? Even in this series, Wicadia has been the guy kind of holding it together. Thinking back to their quarterfinal, it was Madja, it was Woxic. Those were the names we were looking to. You can't have a strong Aurora performance though if you're not mentioning Zantares, and so good to see him in top form.
You have to mention him even when they're not playing, right? Just ask Chad. He's making that push this year for Talent of the Year, the HLTV Awards. He's trying to get all the fan bases, the Turks, the Brazilians, the Chinese.
The big three.
He's actually trying to unite the world in a way. And if anyone can do it, it's Chad Sponge Burchell. All right, so Nuke.
Very good, very nice.
No, this is Dust.
Boys.
Very good, very nice. Nuke was so close, just like all my exes. But this map, pretty one-sided. And you need a breather, you know? Harry, how it goes.
Yeah.
And it's so close, just need to rest a little bit. Third timeout from Raga. You don't want to use it, but you sort of have to. And listen, if you do get 3 here, and you win the pistol, and you convert, and then it's 9-6.
Yeah.
10-6, you get the reset on them, it's 10-8, and you're back in the game.
That was a tie 5.
You can already smell the trophy. Never mind. 11-1.
Tie 5 concludes, and round number 11 ensues. Straight out through the mid doors here for Zantares. Yabi, who went from top performer on Nuke to 1 kill in 10 rounds of play.
You could tell he was getting frustrated very early on. You know, Hooksy was sort of talking to the team, but it did feel like it was directed at Yabi after that third round. It's like, stop tilting, it's just a half buy. Just relax.
Well, he was ahead of the game. This is just a battering.
Goodness. I mean, it does feel good at least to see Aurora be the ones dealing a beating in one of these playoff games.
Sure.
This is an unstoppable force versus a very movable object.
Get out the way.
It's going flying.
Keep hunting. They've got nades out. 10-1 here for Aurora. Last time, 10-2 for Astralis. Very different day to day.
I do also love how they've just not allowed saves. Like from round 3 of the game, the saving was off the table. They were pushing, they were prodding. They have really kept a tight grasp on the economy of Astralis. And I think that's only served to make this feel more brutal. And you certainly see in some of these frustrations setting in, right? Like guys like Fuzi feel like they weren't allowed to be involved in this game, trying to force some fights now, but feels like it's only making matters worse. Chance at a damn near picture perfect half for Aurora. And feeling like you were able to bounce back. You said it earlier, Yanko, the idea that Nuke was so close, you kind of dropped the ball at the end of that game. Would have been so easy to carry those frustrations forward. But they've not done that. Bit of a mid-crunch here. Torres on the receiving end of it. Don't have any other option here just to follow through with this B hit. They play through the smokes. An aggressive move made. Soulfly gonna try and get the ball rolling on this. First man in, first to fall from those B tunnels, and Woxit gets iced out. 2 is what they manage. Astralis lagging behind in a big way. Aurora want to take this semi-final the distance, and they're so close to it.
are back in business here on Dust 2. They may have fumbled the bag over on Nuke, but here in the second map of this semi-final, they storm towards the finish line, only a measly couple of rounds away from giving us an Inferno decider. Yanko, is this game done?
This game is done, dusted. Astralis already thinking about Inferno. They don't want to be here anymore, Harry. It's way too hot on Dust 2. They're getting cooked.
They are getting cooked. And I can't say I blame them, man. They have been dealt a very rough hand here on map 2. You're left feeling like this one is ready to write off. I mean, Aurora, they've been fantastic in pistol rounds all throughout this semi-final. If that track record keeps up, this one is done.
Ooh.
Well, that's a pretty nice way to start. Maja has just snuck through the long doors and taken out Hooksy in the back lines. A quick mid to be, but that leaves them playing into the stack. Right into the hands of Aurora. Shut down on the dualies.
That's 4 out of 4 pistols in this series from the Aurora squad.
Bring on Inferno.
Yes, indeed. Full conversions, everything you could want here. The Astralis have a difficult reset coming into that third map.
They're really just playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, right? Like, they're saving those pistol wins for the decider, right? Like, what's the point of winning them if it's not going to win you the match? But if they win both on Inferno, might be enough to get into the final.
Yeah.
All part of the
Let's
plan.
see. Saving strats for decider. It's a new one.
Yeah.
Hooksy, a pioneering leader.
Not to mention, you know, you're playing terrible on Dust 2 again. Like, people are going to keep picking it against you, just like Spirit did yesterday. That's what they thought. This is an easy punish pick. But then, that's when you try.
Right when they're least expecting. Soulfly talked about his B success back at Krakow. Well, not in this round. 5 health off the spam. Fuzi with a scout, trying to do his best Grabeni impression.
It's not going to work. It has to be Hooksy with it, right? We know the scout only works in the hands of an in-game leader. Those are the rules.
Ooh, well. Oh.
Ooh, that's rough. Dart through the mid-smoke for Woxic. And this force laid to rest promptly. It's just stare, backstab from Maja again. He's a problem out of these long doors.
Clean.
Thankfully, you won't have to worry about him for much longer. It's a round away from victory here and a decisive one out of the Aurora squad.
Yeah, back to the locker room here for Astralis. Failure to launch.
And you know, we've not been shy in talking about how Aurora aren't afraid to tilt in these games, aren't afraid to kind of get in their heads a bit. But something we heard from even the online stage leading into this, Astralis certainly aren't immune to that quality either.
Quality, interesting choice of words.
Yeah. Okay, line up there. Xantares getting to deal some BS back the other way. Cover from Woxic, baited to their doom. And the demise of Astralis delivered swiftly on Dust 2. One back for Fuzi. Will this be enough? It's low health for Xantares and Wicadia.
Wallbang him.
Even now, are you just delaying the inevitable? Trying to slow play the 2-on-3. Soulfly is ready, if needed, to barrel through this smoke. Spam connects, and Spam's there to end it. Xantares puts in one hell of a shift. Dust 2 is not even close. Astralis get dominated, and they've got to go back and have some difficult conversations now ahead of Inferno, the final map in this semi-final.
To fight forward for that grand final tomorrow. BO5 against Na'Vi. Aurora v Na'Vi at a Pro League. We saw that a few seasons ago. It came down to the distance on Dust 2, if you remember that one. Looking for a rematch there.
Even worse, the loser of the game has to play the third place decider at 1:30 tomorrow, so not much time to prepare for that game.
Hate that for them.
That's all right, Stockholm. You ready? You still with us? Map 3. It's Inferno. Is it going to be Astralis? Is it going to be Aurora? We're about to find out. Thus far, every single pistol has firmly belonged to Aurora. Once more, they've left themselves in a good spot. Wicadia continues to be the hero. John Wicadia in these pistols. Astralis have nothing left. Surely not.
Took a smoke and going to take it home. There is no way you're winning this, graveyard or not.
So you're telling me that they weren't saving strats for the decider on pistols?
It's for the force buy. It's actually better than winning the pistol, Yanko.
Ooh, Major's one step ahead.
Astralis 2 behind. It's walking in. Jumping for deep info. Not ready for the close peek. Frustrating death here for Hooksy with a knife out. And Magic gets them all. Wicadia, 5 kills between them and a pistol round to boot for Aurora. That is 5 out of 5 in this series.
I want to see him do it with a R8 next. Maybe that's the one gun he can't get multi-kills in pistol rounds with. But he's been incredible every single time. Triple here on Inferno.
I feel like it's just rare as well that it stands out so much and it's so consistent. I think they've only won 1 pistol round where Wicadia didn't get a multi-kill. Even then, he still got his. That was back on Dust 2. And so a force buy here for Astralis. 4 back, put money in.
We're going to be fighting for this top banana. And really just prioritizing utility. That's the reason for all the Mac 10s. So you want to have those Molotovs, HEs to clear top banana, but then also have utility left for the actual execute. The smoke won't fool anyone. Oof, that's a meaty nade. This is Astralis going to try and make an information play because Hooksy, even with all this extra utility, isn't going to be able to do much. And Yabi is pushing.
Sooner they go, the better. Aurora, the flank and the rotate set up. This smoke goes down. Hooksy tries to buy a few more seconds, but Aurora going back. They're going back into this mid-fight. Everybody home, everybody pushing. Wicadia finds out first. There's so many more around the corner. Mac 10s might just get turned to dust. Fuzi double up, triple kill off the 5-7, and this one has crumbled. Bomb at the bottom and middle. 35 seconds, and they've read this position. Woxy doesn't want the smoke. Moves out of there. His teammates already got the sight. Hooksy gives it up for nothing. Woxic concedes that fight. And the retake is on. Only Mac 10s to retrieve. 5-7 might do you better.
There was Tear this whole time.
Rotating back. It's a good grenade. Woxic low. Imagine might be asked to clutch.
They're playing a crossfire here, though. This isn't going to be easy to get through for Astralis. Magic takes first contact, and now you're homed in on him. That's when Woxic was meant to play. Oh, leaps into a later swing, and Stair gets to collect. Fuzi's efforts aren't in vain.
That's where he is, Hugo, right on time.
Even strats for the second round, Yanko. Most important round of the game, fumbled by Aurora. And a massive triple kill for Fuzi, the Swede on home soil, right behind them. Stair was rotating A. He thought that they were about to lose mid. Fuzi locked it down, and Stair saves the day. I'm shocked they make the low player the one for the clutch. Matcha fighting first. Could have baited Woxic, to be honest.
Nice.
And a hard round to lose here for Aurora. Leaves them with 1 AK, 2 Galils.
We were talking about their propensity to group up and not have lurkers, and that's what you're susceptible to. Some of these information plays and then flanks, right? Even if they didn't decide to go back to A, they would have so many players come behind them with good timing. I think the round would have still be Astralis's.
Could have flashed middle as well. I mean, you talk about all that util the Mac 10s allowed, didn't use any of it. Almost seemed shocked that Astralis had the gall to push down mid. But with that many smokes on the B bomb site, all being used by one man. Four strong. Stair in rotation. Fuzi as well. A misread of the situation here for Astralis. Short pop, susceptible.
Is walking at a crossover on long. Rifle here in the form of Fuzi gets deleted. Xantares with a drive-by.
SMGs.
Two players in the site, and yeah, both of them on these SMGs. Time running real low. Oh, that's a ludicrous double, but Ryu won't be able to match it. Long smoke fades, and that's where Maja strikes. Now found for Aurora, and Maja in position to cut down these rotates. This would be a nice way to forgive foregoing that last anti-force. Still left in the 1-on-3, already made a jaunt on over, so willing to give it a look in, but unable to deal with Maja. He writes off this round.
A few more seconds of patience would have gone a long way there for Fuzi on long. Walks right into Xantares on the solo AK.
Yeah, doesn't expect him there because Aurora also throws the small pit smoke. So he's thinking it's going to be a apps pop or just a short execute. And, you know, Astralis just giving up too much space, really, to Aurora, not having information, playing in the dark. I get it that you don't want to get caught by a deagle or pistols or something, but also giving them this much space can put you in a bad spot.
The fear of no banana, right? You're moving a couple of players closer to rotate. You know that at any point, Aurora can just run in. Nuke didn't want to be on his own for too long.
One long, got shot. Are they low or something else? No,
Ryu's had a difficult series, same as last time they played. Got 13 kills in 2 maps.
It's the same exact round almost as the one that they let slip by last time.
As long as they go in, it'll be fine.
And they're not keen on making that same mistake. And so this time, as they're reblocked, just going to nade this one open. Magic calls to play through. Nuke forced back by the util. They've got the space in the site, and even though Astralis are arriving, this one going to have to come down to either disrupting this part or playing around it. Xantares, keen double.
Both ain't great, but it might not matter. The bomb down, Astralis' hand is forced. They might just be running away with his saved AK. Well converted here by Aurora.
Just up the pace from the last time, right? Didn't let the smokes deter them from hitting that B bomb site, and it was the correct call.
And again with the hunting, they've been so active at doing this on every map, just looking to try and deny whatever they can. Now, there's not a lot being taken out of this round by Astralis. It's the AK that's a bit of a problem, but nothing for Woxic to do about that. Aurora trying to course correct early on map 3.
Astralis just have to stew in it for now. Early success on that second round. Long forgotten here as Aurora is set up for a 4-1 lead. Grenades have been nice for Astralis, but yet to convert any meaningful kills. Instead boosted over. Magic caught spamming that smoke, so that is an entry, but Aurora can just pick up the pace. They know resources are in Banana right now. There's a big gap on this A site. Fuzi alone.
You see the boost, you see the gun, you try and just put distance between yourself and that end of the map.
Close.
In through this smoke, Xantares has eyes on. So this is another save brewing for Astralis.
Held this AK all game. Haven't used it yet.
There's something about Inferno brings the best out of Madja. It was here where he had some real heroic moments in the quarterfinal, put his best foot forward as well to try and open up here. High top of the board alongside Wicadia. Uzi gets to don that AWP now. As the rifle round comes out for Astralis. It's been a lot of grouped play thus far from Aurora. That last one and the one prior, choosing to go a little bit faster with their reactions. Try not to give Astralis time in the mid-round. This is where we see the pace get slowed down a little bit. Uzi all posted back in the apartments. On a wide old angle, so really can't afford to miss. Just gonna depart right as Soulfly moves in.
Aurora not yet committed. Astralis still holding this 3-stack strong, hoping they rotate back Banana. It's still smoke for the meantime.
And it's another round where they're playing in the dark, sort of just blind gambling. You know, they're not being proactive with these 3 players on B. They need to at some point try to clear top Banana. I mean, now you're just sort of praying that Major decides to go B.
Their prayers won't be answered. Pick up the pace. Fuzi in the pit. Him and Ryu against all of Aurora.
These two together have had a number of phenomenal 2vx's. They find themselves essentially in a 2-on-5 in this round. You need results. Fuzi going to open things up, but he loses Ryu right away. Can't secure himself a second. The A site crumbles, and these gambles are betraying Astralis. Another round in the dark. That first rifle just going to slip on past them. A comfortable lead building for Aurora.
The dark straight sleeping on that B bomb site.
Yeah, like if the map is quiet in your 3B, you need to try to make an information play, because sure, they could be B setting up for an execute, but they could also be A. And if they're going A 5v2, like you're not going to go for that retake. Even if it's a 3v3, it's going to be a tough retake because you're also all the way in B. So first of all, you're going to lose 10 seconds just getting back to the bomb site. You don't know where the players might be. I think they need to just play more aggressive. I'm not saying they need to fight for Banana and run down mid at the start of the round, but maybe an app setup from the A players, because you will get more information about what it is that they're trying to do. I think that's what Raga's timeout is going to be about. We can't be playing like this, turtling up with no info. We need to have more information in these rounds so that we're able to make plays, do things. Like right now, you're just on the back foot the entire time. Harry, which was the round one time that they did something proactive?
Oh, it was that second round, the 4-spy, right? The aggro down through.
What happened there?
It worked out brilliantly. They won with the pistols. They won with less. And it was on the back of just finding the gap.
And it's also a gamble, right? Like it was 4A. They're sitting there. Okay, some time has passed. This weird smoke came in, but no real pressure. Let's just see what's up, you know? And then nice little flank, nice little round.
Even then, in this rifle round, they threw the retake util into top Banana, but never made the play behind it. They lobbed in that half-full smoke. They had the molly ready. Cooled it off. So let's see if we get a bit more action, a bit more activity out of Astralis.
They're clinching a first map, but this has been a lifeless couple more.
God, Uxie is really hurting.
Any sound of util scaring you right now. No one can support Huxi. They try and fake out his position by Molly and Carr. So Huxi just hides in the corner, hopes, prays he can get the 1-for-1. Won't be that easy. Oh, clear. Lazy check for Xantares. That fake Molly working out. The real Molly doing better. 4v4.
Thank you for your service, Huxi, with that smoke. At the very least, held Stare out. He has one more, so Banana should be fine.
Oh, no, that's unforgivable. He had knife out. Gabby had the drop, all baited for him. Nothing.
I mean, you're lucky to still be alive. That kill that you get is on Huxi, aggressive down through Banana, so they're going to try and react quickly here.
Oh, he doesn't know. They're close.
Seen the double setup over at Long. Heard the ult fire off. You're going to go running out towards B, right into Stairs bomb site. Rotate start to shuffle around for Astralis. They decide against it. It's all gone quiet on Banana.
They could stay 3A.
Very indecisive here for the CT side.
Yeah, Sten never got any pressure on him. He's still got a Molotov on B. Yabi needs to go back. He will. Miss smoke with a gap. Does it bloom? Can Fuzi see the angle here? He's going to have to rotate round. 20 seconds. It's either B or it's short. And Astralis about to find out.
Soulfly leads the charge. Tip of the spear on this short push. Fuzi Orb to open down in the pit. Ryu can't hold on. Fuzi's going to do this all alone. They'll spam him out. Down to this 2v2. Wicadia, the man that was supposed to die on that long push, still very much a threat, will eventually get dealt with. Second time's the charm for Yabi. Gonna fall to Magic.
Where's there?
Ducks out for a moment. Here's them coming up through short. He's picked his position, now he's stuck in it. Swing for Magic, they'll silence him. Clutch denied, a breakthrough round out of Astralis.
Just seeing some sloppy aim in this series today. I think that's the most surprising part, right? Astralis have made this run off the back of some great individual moments, but Ryu has been really unable to put up much value in anchor positions today. Doesn't get a single kill here while Fuzi doubles up with the orb. Yabi gets that miss. It comes down to smoke spam later.
I don't know, Hugo, I'm like a round or two away from calling 911 and filing a missing persons report. He was last seen on Nuke 3 hours ago.
Don't know if they'll find him.
They'll need him though. It's really important, obviously, that a anchor in the pit position just has to be super reliable, right? So many times you're just going to have two players towards A, and you need to be able to get some kills, buy time for the rotate to come in, and it's been a rough Inferno so far.
That round has to inspire something here now. Astralis finding their first after 4 in a row.
Yeah, they can't afford to get reset here, not even as much because of the economy and whatnot, just they need some momentum in this series again, right? Like, it's Dust 2 has been a stomp here. It hasn't been great at the start. They need to get some of that confidence back.
While Aurora don't even play in Banana, their util does. Astralis get 2 players tagged up early. 3rd and a half off of Huxi and Stair.
Certainly seeing Astralis trying to be a bit more proactive though with the banana aggression.
It's one way to clear close.
No hidey hole for Huxi this time. He'll respond with a nade of his own.
Stair pulling back. Yabi looking for some redemption. Fuzi getting involved is what we like to see. Putting his best foot forward with the AWP. Yabi even rotates as Fuzi holds the entirety of middle. But again, it's that triple B, leaving a gap that Aurora are about to seize.
Once more, right? You're left looking on and you're saying, Fuzi, Ryu, you guys have to go absolutely huge here if we are to win this round. That's what's been required. Fuzi out on the long side, missed shot, and he's gone. Ryu won't find anything out towards the apartments, and it's a clean finish again for Aurora. Stack dodged. Entries come through, and once more, Astralis, they've got to save.
Anchor, the saddest part of that is while Yabi's rotating, Stairs pushing back into top car. They get the information before Yabi even gets into the B-bomb site. He's just left in limbo.
Yeah, Astralis just has bad reads so far, right? Like, they're thinking, maybe Yabi is thinking, all right, I mean, if there's some action there, I want to be closer as the third guy to maybe secure the round if the trades happen top banana, but he's just in no position really to help his teammates on A, and that's where most of the struggle has been for Astralis. I mean, Ryu isn't having the best of games, Fuzi either.
5 out of the 7 plants being on that A site. And Astralis never with the numbers to stop it. One thing's for sure, Aurora hitting hard individually, right? While we've been critiquing some of the players of Astralis struggling, even though Soulfly came into this series looking like a bit of a liability, hasn't even mattered. He has 0 kills, and they are 9 rounds up. Well, 9 rounds in, 4 rounds up.
I mean,
Adja is putting on a fantastic game, and Wicadia is right by his side.
You can patch a bad gamble with a strong individual moment, but no one's really given us one yet. Stare.
Team flash.
Oopsie. Oh, that molly.
Oh, God, he's low. Oh, down on his path to escape out from Banana. It's at least an untraded 5v4 for Astralis.
It's actually so interesting that Soulfly is still a 0-4. I mean, he is doing his role, that's for sure, but the fact they're 6-2 up with that kind of deficit. This might be the hardest round yet for Aurora. Man down, low health.
That's big. Should be a kill.
Oh, it's too deep. It's meant to hit the top of the wall and bounce down.
Would have been Wicadia dead. That would have been him finished off and your advantage extended. Got a man dedicated in the site. Hooksy able to hold on. Puts a stop to the first man in. Up and over. Tries to go for even more. This one could still come down to a retake. Fuzi might be on the scene. The MP9 with a sprinkling of damage. Everyone for Aurora is low. This is not going to be a comfortable post plant.
One shot is all it'll take on each player. Ugly spray connected by Yabby, but he does get headshot rounding the corner. Woxic's not ready for a trade. Back of the site. Surely no chance. Wicadia with 15 seconds, and the bomb not under his possession. He'll pick it up. No util to isolate a fight. He's going to have to tap it, force a reaction. Ryu peeks with the flash, and it's enough to get Astralis back on the board. Barely.
All right, surely now they don't play 3B at any point in this round, right? I mean, I think they've proven a point. Hooksy has been doing a good job all half with the utility outside of this one missed one. But they're doing a ton of damage, right? So I think you have to play with 3 guys towards A in the mid to late round here.
Oh, nice.
Orb starts B with 3.
Even hearing the orb fire would give rise to the idea it's a triple B star.
I think he just goes around the world immediately after taking that shot, though.
It's all right, a chance to reposition the orb, lean into the 3-man A-hold. And because Aurora know they missed that window for a quick reaction on the other end of the map, don't expect anything too pacey out of them just yet either.
They've used all their Molotovs as well. If someone's keeping track of that, I mean, it's very hard for teams to go B with no Molotovs, so that can also be a tell to lean over towards the A bomb side.
Starting to do so. Still requires Fuzi to connect something.
There we go. Opener secured, a self-flash as well, and Hooksy even here to offer up assistance, ready to come through this smoke. Hooksy doesn't even require him yet, just keeping long on a leash, single-handedly. Zantares next to face him, and Zantares has been the anti-orb, but he isn't ready for a backstab. Hooksy there, just on time.
Can they make it clean?
So Fly, pincered from pit and sight, and now it's just Woxic. Now he's made it into the site, the nades soften him up. Really no room left in this. Woxic given the first, gets the spot on both! Oh, he had hot hands there, Stare, able to wrestle him down to the ground. Astralis, these are not comfortable rounds, but they're picking them up, and that's what matters, closing in on Aurora's lead.
And they're costly rounds as well. Rounds that are leaving it down to 1 or 2 players surviving. It's going to be Aurora calling a timeout. Momentum has certainly broken at least, but one more buy on this T side connecting could put Astralis in the mud for the last round of the half.
This was really nice for them. I mean, Ryu had another flash from pit for long for Fuzi for that extra peek. I guess he didn't want to make his position known by throwing the flash. But indeed, a nice try. Keeps the pressure on the economy of Astralis, but still, it's just important that they won some rounds here in the first half to give themselves some breathing room to hopefully get something going. But it's been such a dominant half for Aurora where they still have enough money to buy despite losing 2 gun rounds in a row. But this could be 6-6 if Astralis can lock this one down.
This one comes with a bonus. 2 for the price of 1. Uxie again, high risk, but at least no triple B.
And again, just trying to keep him obscure with the fake molly down through banana. It worked out last time.
He's on low health. I mean, even if they look at this corner, you feel like he's dead, so. Dodges death for now. Aurora yet to do much until they've got that banana control available. Wicadia making a bit of ruckus here in mid. Lucky Huxie did depart because Molotov's landing his X position. Buying so much time here is Stair.
That's all right, but they can't now sit for A, right? With this much time and slowly pressure building up for Stair. Like they should be re-clearing mid, getting some information, and it's exactly what we see happen. Fuzi with the walk clear on the op. Stair maybe a couple of seconds too early on that smoke.
35 seconds, that bomb was left in spawn. Okay, Woxy gets to go back to grab it.
Yeah.
Only mentioning it because we've seen it cost Aurora rounds before.
What's this going to come down to? Just flash plays here for Astralis. They have to line up utility. Huxie's got one more flash on the coffin side and hope that they can frag their way through. 2 kills required at the worst case.
Stair remains tugged. As Huxie over towards coffin, blocked by a smoke. So Stair swings out. That's 2 clean entries in a second from Aurora. Fuzi next on the chopping block. Spam won't connect. Tried to deny that plant and just steal the round away. Money is not there for Astralis. As they feel like their hands are tied, but this AWP escaping.
Oh no.
It'll be a tricky task. They'll charge him down. And this could well be your worst case scenario. You know, you did get that fleet of rounds. You had a chance here to even out on the half, but because they all came down to clutches, they all came down to really close rounds. Astralis have no money. This could very well be an 8-4 T-side put forth from Aurora.
Fuzi just wishing he could find that Friday form, but to be fair, no one else is hitting here on this third map for Astralis. Stair is 5-2, 2 deaths with 7 rounds lost. That just shows what's been happening on this A side.
And it's unfortunate because the flash plays were there. Fuzi also came in with a flash from CT spawn, but see they just can't connect early on the sprays and both defenders fall down immediately. That's round over.
Both T's with blind icons in the kill feed as well. Oh, anti with Xantares. Not until that one though, just sprays and they run into it.
They were both full blind.
Disaster strikes. 8-round T-side on Inferno. Up for the job. Astralis have 2 guns to stop this.
And it's on the heavy hitters for Aurora.
Oh, right. It's one way to do it.
App setup, man. They just always hit.
Never seen that one before.
They're always so good.
But look at the room Wicadia has right now. All the way out through long. He saw that double app setup. Went and took a long space all for himself. Cover there. Ryu gonna stop him. Madja. Trouble in tracking. Will eventually get past there. That's the B site secured now by the captain of Aurora.
They're gonna win the round from position alone. 2 fights lost and no problem. Madja just walks into the site. It's empty.
Wow, he's been the guy countless times for them in this playoff run on Inferno, coming through with big plays to save him. Leaves this one in a 3-on-3. Damage done to Ryu earlier in the round. Kind of time to be too cautious here on this retake as rotates arrive late. Ryu with a flash from the spawn, tries to set up those rifles. Huxie plays it through the CT smoke. Big kill for Yabi. Woxic lies in wait, back at the site, can't control the spray. You're left looking on, you're left looking at Xantares. Face the Turkish Counter-Strike needs to clutch up, needs to clutch big. Zantares can't get there in time. Astralis hit him with a bit of daylight robbery. They've seen themselves through that first half.
Rock solid T-side here from Aurora, sits them just rounds away from a grand final, a BO5 against Na'Vi. Astralis trying to get in the way, but since Nuke, they've fallen down, they've fallen apart. Dust 2 is devastating, and Inferno, they are just clinging on after that first half. Pistol round yet to show up for Astralis in this series, so as we enter the final half, Stockholm, last half of the night, can I hear you one more time? And Astralis break their loss streak in these pistol rounds. 5 out of 5 for Aurora.
At least going in the right direction. Maja, solo B. No way to slow this down either. Maja's just hoping for a kill, and he's going to get a lot more than he's bargained for. 2 there on the spam. Leaves Aurora a man up in this retake. 4 on 3. They shuffle over through the spawn. They will be on the clock. They've got 1 flash for Woxic. Wait to see if Astralis give them anything. There's the spot. No, there's a man close right around this corner. Snare does damage back the other way. Is he ready for the dualies that have closed in the downtime? Good trade for Fuzi. Yabi's unaccounted for. You don't know where this guy is, but he's just played his hand. Kill followed up. Fuzi with the crossfire, and it comes down to this. Woxic in the clutch. Time low, time expires. Try as you might, there's no winning this one for Woxic. First pistol round for Astralis, and it's the most important one.
I've been waiting all series to say it, but back in the online stage, out of 11-1 pistols, they didn't lose to a single force buy. They converted every single one. That even held up against Spirit with the exception of a single anti-eco, winning 3 out of 4 conversions.
He's gone and done it, Harry.
So now, what I'm saying is, the comeback is on.
He's jinxed them. It's going to happen here, of course.
Force buy comes up.
There's even an M4 on Woxic.
M4 and 4 SMGs. So Astralis break streaks. Let's see if Aurora can.
Harry, it says we fought back, we made them sweat, they started to make mistakes.
All right.
That's what Raga said.
Okay.
He's a coach of Astralis.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
They're playing right now.
Oh, for real? I haven't seen these guys since Nuke.
Hey.
All right.
Nice.
It's a one-round game, but there is this force.
Right, so they're putting some pressure towards the B bomb side, going right back into A. So a timing call from Hooksy. That's the weak spot in the defense. They just need to trade these CT defenders.
Uh-oh.
Well, Hooksy playing it through on long has given away the advantage. Soulfly punished on the swing. Same can be said for Xantares. Important double out of Fuzi.
I think they've done it.
I think they... It is! Still 2 SMGs and a M4 for the next round.
I guess they could force again.
No, what they're going to do is they're going to boost Woxic mid to get the kill over the smoke.
Ooh,
right?
okay.
That's going to be the 2 players there, 3 players towards B again in case Charles does something crazy and wants to, push through a smoke because they're thinking there's just 1 player blocking them on B, but instead it's everyone there with MP9s.
Sounds like you've been here before.
Oh yeah, Inferno, old friends.
Fuzi trying to carry them over the line here.
Can we just get some consistency with this damn C4? Like, you can survive in pit on Inferno, but if bombs planted on B does too, I'm dead on Cat. How? Make it make sense. Chad, if you're watching, can you message Val about this as well, please?
Just whisper in their ear.
Yeah.
Just get him to fix this one small thing.
I'm happy you got the graveyard change, but how about the bomb radius? All right, Astralis not out of the woods yet. Still some upgraded pistols, smokes. So we need to be careful in this round too.
They played these SMGs over towards B, along with the rifle. All the guns in at the B site. No aggressive move to try and open up. It almost feels like maybe a bit of a bait and switch for Woxic. He's in out towards dark, and actually no, he's just fighting this. Well, Astralis give Aurora what they want. It's a gamble to open things up.
Surely they're not going to commit. There's 2 players holding extremities right now. They need a bit more support before they go all in. Util misses. I won't incite much faith in this execute, so Astralis walk it back. Aurora stay stacked.
These 2 A defenders haven't been pressured whatsoever. Yeah, they still both have a smoke. Soulfly uses his now because it's been a little bit quiet on the map, but Xantares can still block late. Hooks is going to scout B, but as soon as he has contact, they're going to go A.
Damage trade, and that's perfect.
Xantares just left with the only other bit of blocking Util, and now Soulfly hears them closing in. There's 20 seconds on this play, but it's 1 man with a 5-7. Won't be able to find a thing.
Now Soulfly having troubles in this map. It didn't feel like a problem at 6-2 when he was 0-6, just in the pack while Astralis was saving guns. But now that he's the pit player, as much as Ryu is having trouble as well, he might continue 2-10. Gonna need him on this defense if Aurora are gonna mount this finishing CT side.
Let's give my boy one gun round at least before we start piling on him. Comparing him to Ryu.
Yeah, you're right. Ryu has triple his kills.
Let's see after a couple of rounds on the CT side. I believe in Soulfly. But Astralis now in the lead.
Crazy considering this felt like it was going to be back-to-back dominance from Aurora, right? They were in a really solid position at one point in time. That's now been conceded. And round 12 comes at you fast.
But very good, guys, with the offering util saying what you can do. Like, if we do this all game, it will be so smooth.
Liking what we're hearing out of Hooksy today.
He has come in with a very positive mindset. Not trying to rule through fear, but through praise. And all right, Stare there with an opening. Xantares on the receiving end of this banana take. Flash was meant to bail you out, but Wicadia can't find anything from it. Again, you're hoping the Magic has got another hero play up his sleeve. He actually hangs around. You weren't ready for that, Ryu. Magic's double leaves Astralis in hot water, and as they change their mind last minute, try and get away from this B site, they're playing right into the hands of Aurora.
Last AWP in apps.
Soulfly taking the attention away, left blind. Woxic now fires off, can't secure the double.
Shot.
Gonna come down to a clutch, 1v1, Yabi versus Maja. Astralis with a lead to maintain. Maja silent on the approach. Is it really going to come down to the old captain of Aurora having a clutch up? Yabi tries his hand at the plant. Maja does not call his bluff. He comes straight through looking for the fight. Yabi now pinned in. This one decided on that swing, and Yabi delivers. Lead grows. And that's a crushing blow dealt the way of Aurora.
Oh, wow. Not a great A-hold there for Aurora. As Astralis run back, Magic did everything he needed to do, trying to pump the boys back up because he is putting on one hell of a show. Topping the charts right now, top of the server is the in-game leader. Sends him right back into the double setup, but Yabi makes quick work of it in the clutch.
And Soulfly really struggling on this Inferno.
Come on, give him one more gun round, Yanko.
I think all of that sort of shouting is at Soulfly to hype him up, to tell him, you know, like, feel free, keep talking, keep, you know, reacting. Even on the minimap, you know, as Major is, all that is going on, it seemed like someone was calling him, like, hey, go to B, like, start leaning towards B, then starts going back. And the gap is widening.
Can be hard for a player like that in this environment, right? Getting microed, big pressure game, feeling like you're not getting to play how you want in this moment. There is a bit more wiggle room here for Aurora. Can Soulfly find that comfort? Or will it be another regrettable playoff appearance here for Aurora?
Decision to rotate out. It's been too quiet. There's the spot at least for Wicadia. That will bring back these A players in time. Wrap over towards Arch. Woxic dodged them. Hangs around to try and fight with Xantares. They will make it work. SMG can't get away. You're looking at Soulfly again. Big position, but can't find anything.
They just knew, right? That's the nameplate Counter-Strike. He's alive. They're going to clear pit, and Astralis just go running. Finishing the job. 3 kills a day. They know there's one more.
They could have some real speed now. Time running out for Aurora if they do want to save themselves here.
It's their final timeout as well, and this is exactly the sort of a round where HooXi loves to change the pace. You know, maybe some fast A hit, maybe throwing that top mid smoke and popping through it. Even more so because there's a timeout, so the CTs are coming up with something and you just break their plan really by doing that.
Nice shot
That
from
was,
HooXi.
and honestly, this half buy was pretty big investment from Aurora. Xantares only has a smoke and an M4. They don't have a single kit.
Good shit, Jabba.
After being down 5-0 in the second half, this isn't great economy management from the side of Aurora.
I mean, they're still playing 4 helmets. Full AKs for Astralis. Feel like would have been worth conceding 1 just to get a little bit more. Woxic's orb in play. He didn't run it once on T side, didn't feel the need to. Never picked up Fuzi's. Fuzi's got his now. Trying to look for that short pick. Position trades, Xantares on long. This smoke really puts the fear in Aurora, but Xantares responds with 1 more on corner. So Astralis will not walk into the CT spawn.
This is looking more and more like an A split through long from Astralis, with Fuzi holding short for a reaction, but there's 4 defenders. Actually, no, just 3 defenders from Aurora. My mistake.
What's Woxic got?
Molly's nice. You get the info on that tag on a Yabi, and there you go. Woxic and Xantares strike in tandem. They lose Soulfly out in the apartments. Now it falls to Xantares to try and shore up the defense. Keep an eye on the spillover. Woxic and him trade places, and that Woxic orb is hitting hard. Leaves it to chance on the no-scope. Fuzi's the guy to get cooking. Tap on the bomb, time real low. Fuzi needs a kill, and he needs it quickly if he is to stand a chance here. That one just sailing past, and his fate now sealed. Must-win round if Aurora want to keep themselves in this semi-final, and narrowly they'll hold on.
A slither there for Fuzi onto Madja. That 1 more shot hitting could have been enough to set him up for the clutch. 3 kills with the AWP and nothing to show for it. Dead right before time expiring. Oh, between the legs. Oh dear. Aurora just survived.
That's why you don't buy a kit. That would have hit if he had one.
HooXi, mad dash out in the top banana, looking to fight for this, got an SMG to worry about, but not if you're HooXi. Rips Madge's head off.
Oh dear.
Even a follow-up tag. Salt in the wound here. Xantares, oh, he's walking into them. Pathing through them on this smoke push.
I think they realized they're all looking long.
He's even played it back through behind enemy lines. Xantares, oh, that could have been big. 2 kills, done his part in the round. And it throws Astralis through a bit of a loop. Also, bomb dropped out in top of middle. Have to take the pace out of this, go back and get it. Double has kept the round alive for Aurora.
I don't think you would expect the orb sat back at coffins this entire round. So Astralis take that bomb and they're going to walk it back to HooXi's deep position.
But I'm not sure about Wicadia rotating over as well. That's a huge commitment, and Soulfly 2 and 13 as the sole defender, but it seems like he guessed right for this round. Only 1 smoke, you imagine that's going to go for CT, so Woxic should be able to do a lot here, but he blocks them with a smoke.
That's a big problem. You got to go through this. You got to play right into the hands of the Woxic Corp. You see that in the feed. You're never ready for Wicadia.
Outred. That is the highest risk position you could possibly play. Leaving Soulfly alone with the game he's had.
You almost wonder if that's even part of why Astralis make that decision. You know, the idea, like, this guy is struggling so much, there's no way they leave it to him. That is a wild move for Aurora to make. And it works out perfectly.
huge double for Xantares as well, considering how he walks through the smoke twice there in middle to get behind them. A 4v5 picked up by Aurora and Astralis. Money disappears.
I mean, look, all right, we all remember Nuke. We all remember how in that one, Aurora were able to get into a number of advantageous positions, but they lose out at 11-11 to the Pistols. They're in a similar spot now, right? Staring down the face of a comeback. You don't want this round to get away from you. Wicadia, crazy sequence, bit of help from his captain, and no worries up against this partial buy. Yabi Deagle, not a bad way to start this one off. How many more does he have in the tank? Yabi didn't cross. Tag comes in. That Woxicore brings him down low. Nades could end the round.
Okay. I mean, this is plant material, but round win is a different question. He's going to run it all the way back.
They're all in on the B side right now, right? With smokes down over towards CT and Coffins. No one's moving a muscle. Yabi will have a bomb plant.
But I mean, 13 health on a Deagle. Take that victory. That should be the end of the line.
I've seen Yabi's Deagle do some crazy things.
He's not playing an advanced position.
He's a headshot angle.
Relying on the headshots with this Deag.
Keep your guns out, boys. Lots of nades.
I want to get caught fiddling with them and hand a chance to a low HP Yabi. This is meant to be a free round, and there's the clear mid-air from Woxic. Bomb plant is the only victory they'll get. A bit of extra cash here at 10-10.
It allows an AWP if you want to go for it. Fuzi goes straight for the rifle, though. Feeling preferable on this T side. And so they have everything, all the nades. But an even game down the stretch, despite 5 rounds to open up this half and pull Astralis back into the lead. Aurora have continued to dig deep, and I think, you know, even if they lose this series today, we've seen more tenacity from Aurora in these playoffs than we've ever seen in Arena Counter-Strike in front of crowds. That comeback against Legacy, who found 13 rounds straight. And here in this series today, dominating on Dust 2 after an ugly finish on Nuke. A map they very much should have won. I mean, this could and should have been done in 2, but here we are, 10-10, Inferno Decider, grand finals on the line.
So during the 1v3, Harry, Yabi, Fuzi was saying it's phase magic, I still believe.
Each other. Stair gets his, but so does Wicadia! And then some! And he's just out of there. After that double kill, he knows you don't get better than that. Slinks away for the 4-on-3. Your move, Astralis. It's them with money on the line. It's them with a lead to concede, and they're a man down, strapped for manpower here, but plenty of resources to launch a play. One-man hold. It's only Wicadia at this B side of the map.
Oh, he missed a smoke.
That's a disaster. And now they can't go and fight for this top banana. They can't stick themselves into the B site. They have to go back to the drawing board, look somewhere else. Decided that it would take too much time maybe just to go back and reclaim lost ground out on A. They feel like this is their only option.
I just got more nades from the spawn. He's going to bring them back to this B bomb site. So remolly available as the smoke comes in here for Astralis. They're announcing it with an execute. Alone, Wicadia burns. They might hear that tick. He's trapped behind a Molotov, but he has room to move.
Do you think the Molly's burned him out of position? Wicadia playing Joker, gets to swing out for a third. Maja leaves it all. Another Yabi clutch. Second go at the attempt for Yabi. Holds for a swing, but they don't give him anything. This time, commitment to that bomb plant. Nades rain in. Yabi's going to fight through them. Can't line him up. Aurora into pole position. Starts with that crazy double out of Wicadia, who has been in top form throughout this entire semi-final.
overtaken Maja now, and that's saying something given the game we were getting out of Maja earlier in this map. Still providing even one in his hold. But Wicadia running wild, and Aurora that one step closer, forcing Astralis' hand. It's round 22, and Astralis are putting everything in.
And I hate to be that guy. You know, Banana obviously hugely important on Inferno and everything, but this A anchor guy is 2 and 13.
Yeah,
how about you test him some of these rounds? Like, I'm not saying don't go Banana whatsoever, but end your rounds on A perhaps.
He's gotten away by just riding shotgun. Astralis haven't even tested it. They haven't taken apartments in this T side. And that's the thing, he's been playing in apps. He's been playing deep hallway as well. This is a fight up for the taking. Astralis just don't know that. Well, they live to regret it. 2 and 13 in only his third match in front of a crowd. Astralis look to go back to old familiar. Four rounds in a row on the Turkish side.
Even gonna get into another one of these B plays. It's not loved Astralis. Antares even with a mid clear, and this is a big problem. It's freed up Woxic to rotate. One of the kind of criticisms of Astralis' CT half to open up this one was the lack of initiative, always flying blind. Well, Aurora haven't made that same mistake.
Going back.
Hang on a second. Last moment rotate out of Astralis. They switch things up. Zantares, all right, strap in. It's a big ask. The entire team bearing down upon him, but Zantares holds on. Won't go down without a fight. And that big double kill has left Aurora in a strong position. 4v2 retake. Boost up. Woxic doesn't see a thing. Yabi out in the open, vulnerable to the spam. What's Dare supposed to do? Surrounded and finished off. Aurora break him down. And is the curse of Aurora gonna be broken?
And while they've left Soulfly alone in some rounds, this one is Antares. He's the guy hiding out in plain sight. Soulfly rotating out. Astralis try and punish the bottom performer. They go right back into the master.
Honestly, the call is really good. They just don't execute well. They have a smoke that is being thrown for small pit way too late, and that's why the players coming in are a little bit paranoid. They're getting shot at from library as they're trying to clear Xantares. That's just the pressure of a semi-final and playing on this stage. We're still a new lineup in Astralis.
Shame too, because, you know, we've been talking about Fuzi, who's been a little bit quiet, but come here on the third map, he's topping the charts. He's giving this game his all. Showing a clear statement of intent that he wants to be in those finals. But it doesn't matter. So now a desperate grasp just to try and vie for overtime. It's a bit of aggression for Aurora. Hanging out atop Banana, and they run right by Wicadia. They minimize the damage. He only gets out with one. Again, Zantares keeps it active with this clear in middle. Huge kill out of Hooksy.
Rotating.
That's opened up the B site. It's all gone dark on this side of the map, and so Aurora try and move ahead of this.
Okay.
Last time they left Zantares here. This time it is Soulfly, 4 and 13. In the position to try and close this, and he's bottom of the board right now. The victory is right there, right within his reach. Can't quite finish the job. Yabi's been left in so many of these clutches and come up short every time. Nade is big from downtown. It's Zantares. Aurora into the finals.
The rematch from season 20.